Hey everybody, hey everybody, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. You know how I am. I like to monitor the chat as well. So I'm trying to get into the chat here as well. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. I'm starting off wrong as it is. Look at this. I'm starting off wrong as it is. Hey everybody. It's your glamour planner, Robin, your glamour planner. I hope you guys can see me. This landscape is crazy like right now. So let me see. We are live. We are live. I want everybody to come on in. I know you guys are waiting. So let me see. I shared it the live out earlier. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? I got a special guest tonight. I'm hoping my other special guests join us soon as well. So let me see. I'm trying to view the channel, Renee, to make sure we are right. Okay. So let's see where we at. Okay. Live. Hey, why is this telling me I went live a while ago? Hey, God's Desire. Can you hear me live, God's Desire? Can you hear me live right now? I don't know why this is saying that I streamed a long time ago. God's Desire said, hi, Renee.
Hi.
Okay, okay, all right. So we are set here. So I want to introduce y'all to a buddy of mine that I met. Her and I met at another women's conference, and once I connected with her, I knew that we would be like best friends because she's in that God's desire. She is in the same field that we are in wellness and health and holistic health, and she helps a lot of people from where she is. Like she comes to you, like she comes to you in your home, to say the least. And in this chat we're going to talk with her. We're going to talk about this beautiful women uplifting women workshop that we're both a part of. We actually just did a walkthrough, make sure everything is set because we want to be so prepared and ready for you guys when you join us on May the 2nd, Saturday, May the 2nd, from 11 to 3 here in Burlington, New Jersey at the Lyceum. So we really, really, I was thinking about this conversation and I was telling Renee that so many people are, are seeking wellness, and there's wellness is not the same for everybody.
That's
So we
true.
said we was going to get on here and we was going to talk to everybody. So I'm trying to see if you're watching from the bushes, please make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're watching the replay, please comment replay so that I can come on there and give you a shout out. Now, Renee, let me introduce Renee to y'all, and then Renee can tell you a little bit about her, what it is she do, and then we're gonna get on to our discussion. So, hi, Renee. Thank you
Hi,
for
Robin.
joining
How are
me.
you?
Good, so happy. And Renee is a beautiful spirit, y'all. Y'all know I like connecting with people with just beautiful spirits. And Renee has such a beautiful spirit and such a welcoming, her vibe is just so welcoming. So
Oh,
Renee,
thank
hey,
you.
come
Thank
on
you so much.
in.
Thank you for inviting me on your channel. I greatly appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
thank you for the
Absolutely.
compliment. Thank you
Yes,
for the compliment.
absolutely.
You're a wonderful
Absolutely.
person
Heartfelt.
as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So tell us, first tell us what it is you do, then tell us how you got started. Like what
Okay.
motivated you to get started.
Okay, so my name is Renee Cumry. I'm founder of Custom Cumry Nutrition. And I work with high achieving women who are crushing it in their career, but are secretly collapsing behind the scene. I
Mm,
know what it's like to have a six-figure salary and the perfect life on paper, but while fighting a silent battle with chronic stress and a marriage that drained your spirit. I was in a mentally abused marriage, and now I help women move out of survival mode by using the right tools and the right coaching session to restore their energy and build structured daily habits so they can lead, they can love, and live fully without running on empty.
Mm, that is just powerful by itself. I got so many tidbits to jump in there about, but that is so beautiful. I want to start with first energy. How
Yes.
important. I was listening to Terrence Howard talk about energy. So I know, and I'm big on it as well, but it's not a topic that is so discussed a lot, but it's very vital and very important. So tell me about energy. Why is energy so important that people just don't understand?
Because if you don't have energy, you don't have your better self. You're not running on your better self, right? You need your energy in order to help the ones you love, to help yourself. Most importantly, you need the self care, you need the energy. Without that, life is, you're running on empty.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry about that, Renee. I may have to ask you to do that again. I had lost sound for a second.
Oh, okay.
Energy again. I apologize. Come on.
That's okay. That's okay.
Energy, energy, energy. So
Yes.
energy is very, very vital.
Yes,
I
it
heard you
is.
mention about, if we don't have it and if we're not taking care of our energy, we run on empty. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes. And you're not yourself. You're not your better self, right?
Right.
Without energy, how can you help your loved ones? How can you be there for your loved ones? Your loved ones could be your spouse, your kids, your parents. You could be a caregiver. You need your energy to even function. You need your
Right.
energy just to function on a day to day basis.
Right. Right. So now that we're talking about energy, also let's talk about stress.
Yes.
Whew, that is a bad word. It is a bad word. I promise you, many a women and empires have collapsed just over stress alone. But
Yeah.
stress is one of the leading causes of health issues in our bodies. No matter who you are, stress has more of a toll than, like, I believe it or not, food,
Right.
because
Right.
you're toppling stress on top of nutrition or nutrition deficits and other issues that are going on within our body, and then adding stress on top of it. Many people have died alone from stress. So let's talk about stress a little bit.
Right. Yeah. So prolonged fatigue is stress, right? You could
Mm,
be fatigued and don't realize you don't correlate fatigue with stress. But
right.
prolonged fatigue is stress. And stress leads to inflammation, chronic inflammation.
Say that
I
again.
say stress can lead to chronic inflammation. And that's like something that we cannot afford to have in our body.
Right. Oh my God. And I don't know. I want to know in the comp. Well, how many of you knew that stress really leads to chronic? We're not talking about acute. We're not talking about a little bit, but chronic inflammation in the body. So if you
Yes.
have inflammation present, stress on it makes the situation bigger than what it
Yes.
is. Is that right?
Yes. Yes. The pain, the aches, the sleepless nights, the list goes on and on and on.
That is a big one. I've never heard anyone say that. That is a very, very big one. I know that stress is dangerous. I know stress has a powerful impact on the body. I did not know it makes our condition chronic. And that,
Yes.
I think that's something we don't realize because, like you said, just dealing with everyday things like being a working person, being a parent, being a grandmother, being in corporate America, working on a job, on a regular job can be stressful, you
Yes,
know.
yes,
And I
yes,
talk to lots and lots of people, and a lot of them have so much stress on their job. And I
yes,
think that's the part people don't realize, just even having stress from work affecting your own health condition.
yes, yes, because it could be your boss, it could be your colleagues, it could be just the workload. It could be so many, or it could be all of them.
Right,
It could be
right,
all of them, and every little bit contributes to your stress, and then you don't even realize that you're affecting your health.
right. And that's important. Hey, Shanti G, I seen you come on in. How are you, darling? She said, hi, Renee.
Hi.
I'm watching the chat as we go along.
Okay. Hi.
And so back to about the stress. Guys, stress is it's so important to pay attention of. Like Renee says, stress alone can cause you to not get enough sleep. And then think about it. We have stress at work, stress at home, and we have other stressful factors such as our health, a big thing is today, even with today, and that's why I asked Renee to come on. A lot of us want to be on a journey to getting well. A lot of us are seeking wellness. We're looking at it a holistic way. But I believe, and this is my belief, that a lot of it is going to center around us taking inventory of what's going on around us in our own home and own surroundings. That means if the job is causing you stress, find ways to reduce stress at work. If home is causing you stress, find ways to reduce stress at home. If finances are, and that's a big one. I was just watching the news, and I'm not big on news because I don't like all that propaganda news, but there a lot of people are under stress because one no, homelessness. Some people are
Mhm.
facing homelessness. Some people are facing job loss. Some people are facing so many factors and battles on their own home front, and they don't realize that that stress is having an impact on their body.
Yes, yes. And that's where the inflammation comes in. That's where the joint pains come in. That's where the sleepless nights come in. That's where the headaches come in. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you might not even realize that the different things, the different changes that's happening in your body is related to stress because we're
Mm,
so much on the go, 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 go. We ignore the symptoms and we think, and then sometimes we're immune because we ignore it, we're immune to it, and then we just keep going, 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 and then we don't realize that your health is declining at the same time.
absolutely. And I was telling people how I think I was sharing it on a previous live. Do you know that shallow breathing has an impact on your body systems?
Mm-hmm.
um, Especially the integumentary system, but your lymphatic system. I found out that I was stressing my lymphatic system. Me not breathing long, deep breaths was actually affecting my lymph nodes under my heart and
Mm-hmm.
under my lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And it said it is a cause by shallow breathing. And I went through a very stressful 3 years. There was a very difficult situation that my son was in, and it had such an impact on me. I mean, when I say I stayed in prayer, but I stayed on hustle mode.
Mm.
We had to free my son for something that he didn't do. And it's, in a fortunate situation, he's free now. He was cleared. But the problem is, I recognize when it happened, when
Mm.
it was the most stressful, most difficult situation I've ever been in my life. And I mean,
Mm.
I've been through, went through a hard divorce, which eased. And then, my husband ended up being my friend. And then I went through like it was a very difficult time. Like I said, I could pinpoint when that all started.
Mhm.
Even to now, it's funny because I spent a maybe 6 months to almost now convincing myself your son is okay now. Like you
Okay.
said, we don't realize how much stress that we're under, but
Right.
I had to stay in prayer and say, God, feed your son. Your son is good. Like, breathe,
Right.
breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Because I was so
Right.
much on hustle mode, so much moving, and I
Mm.
needed to slow down. And I, even now, Miss Denise, she'll say, Robin, and it's funny, you wouldn't know that I was going through that situation. And that's the
Mhm.
other thing. We fight stress silently.
Right.
That people don't even know what we're going through, like you kind of alluded to.
Right.
And
Right.
people didn't know all of that because one, I'm still helping kids. I'm a behavioral therapist, so I'm
Mhm.
still helping kids, I'm still helping families, I'm still out in the community feeding people because people were in need. Just because I
Mhm.
was going through what I was going through, it did not stop that people still needed help in the community.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I have
Right.
this one lady that I go and check on her maybe every couple days. She lives outside of an old Rite Aid, and we have pickups for the homeless people, but she refused to go. Like when the weather is nice like this, she won't go to the shelter, you
Okay.
know. And come to find out, when I sat down and spoke with her, she said to me, she said, Robin, I don't want to be out here forever.
Mm.
Her son had got killed by the police in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. It was, her
Mhm.
son was a victim of that kind of violence, and it broke her,
Mm.
and then she was homeless and lost her husband, and so
Mm.
I go check on her every now and then because we don't realize, even in our own stressful moments, being there for somebody else can help lift ours. But I said all that to say that I recognize, and it wasn't till I got those test results back that showed me, what was going on with my body, that I realized that, okay, Robin, I just pacing yourself and slowing
Mhm.
down and pay attention to any new stresses in your life or anything that's going on that's going to cause you to go back to that mode that I was on. You know what I mean?
Right. 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 Yeah.
And I've taken up yoga. I've asked others to join me, and walking,
Mhm.
slow walking.
Mhm.
Like I love listening to the rain and watching nature videos and things like that,
Mhm.
which helps me to slow down and just recognize that, I'm not in a stressful mode.
Right.
Believe it or not, a lot of us are in survival mode. We're trying to
Right.
feed ourselves, clothe ourselves. We're trying to take care of bills and take care of family and
Right.
take care of our own health. And that's why I
Right.
wanted to do this, because I, recognize that this is important for people to realize in their own journey.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Right.
that
Right.
everybody's stress. Let's talk about how everybody's stress is not the same.
Right.
And what
Right.
everybody's
Right.
wellness journey is not the same as well.
Correct. 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 And another thing you can add, first of all, I want to say I'm glad everything worked out for your son.
Thank you
And
so
thank you for
much.
sharing, opening up and sharing that story with everyone. And
Oh, thank you.
also, it was good that you recognize where the stress started. You listen to your body, because a lot of us don't listen to our body. So that's
Right.
awesome that you did listen to your body. But in addition to what you're currently doing, and also for the one people that are listening, you could do deep breathing exercise.
Hmm.
4, 7, 8. You can inhale for 4, hold for 7, and then exhale with your mouth open for 8.
And that was important. When I was doing yoga before, they were saying, if you take a deep breath in, don't breathe it out so fast.
Right.
Like you
Hold
said,
it.
count for 8. I like that.
Right.
I
Yes.
like that.
So
Y'all hear that in there?
as long as your exhale is longer, a longer count than
Hey,
your
Mona.
holding. Yes.
Hmm.
So inhale for 4. You could do that anywhere. You
Okay.
could do it in your car. You could do it right before you go to bed. It relaxes you before you go to bed. You can do it when you're at work, people that are at work and they're stressed out because of their workload or their boss or their workmate or whatever, just take a deep breath, be at your desk, whether you're in the office or you're at home, and just take some deep, and you could do it as many times as you want. It's unlimited. And each time you do it, you will feel a sense of relaxation within your body.
I can feel that in my lungs. Believe it or not, if anybody else is trying it, let me know that you're trying it in the chat. Let me know that you're trying it. I can feel that, and then maybe because of it's funny, but those parts are healing. They've already started the healing process. When I got my test results and stuff back, but it was, it was not, I'm not gonna say shocking to see that because I know what I went through, but knowing that I started that healing process and to
Mhm.
see that my body, the lymphatic system, and I tell people this all the time, your body has the ability to heal itself. You
Mhm.
have to give
It
it the
is. Yeah.
right conditions. You have to give it the right conditions. I promise you, your body can heal itself. I can tell you so many parts of my body that I was able to heal on my wellness journey. And like just now, like feeling it. I know what happened though. I got an injury at work again, which is stressful to me because I'd rather be working, but it happened and it is causing me pain like here on my shoulder. I have a tear
Oh, okay. Oh,
here.
sorry to hear.
Yeah, but I thank God because it's not ripped from the bone. I was
Mhm.
told as long as not ripped from the bone that, I'm in a better position to heal. I
Mhm.
also know, I it's funny. I was telling me and a doc, he's not even a doc, he's like a physician's assistant, I guess.
Mhm.
We was arguing, we were arguing in the doctor's office because I told him that I was using herbs to heal. And he was trying to tell me that I should be taking Tylenol, naproxen, because the hospital had prescribed me naproxen, and he was telling me I needed to be taking that stuff, and I'm telling him, well, Tylenol affects the liver, and the Aleve, the naproxen. Now I take Aleve, I don't take it a lot. If I have to take it over several days, I'm not taking it because Aleve actually affects your kidneys, while the Tylenol, and he argued me up and down that I was better off taking Tylenol, and I'm telling him, I said, you know how many body parts I've healed, sir? And we was going at it in that doctor's office. I promise you, it was the funniest thing ever. And then when it end, I said, can we agree to disagree?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, he
You have to be an advocate for your own health, right?
say that
You
again.
have to be an advocate for your own health. You
Yes,
have to
yes,
be, because if you're not, you know how your body, you know when you feel discomfort, you know when you're not feeling well, right?
right,
You
right,
know, right? Nobody else knows, you know. So you have to be an advocate for your own health.
right. And that's true. And they hear me say that on my channel all the time. I said, your doctor is not your dictator. So I was not about to let that physician's assistant at urgent care argue me up and down about my own health. And it's
Yes.
funny, I share with them all the time how my doctor, my own personal physician, is phenomenal because they understand the journey that I'm on to being
Mhm.
well, and they don't dictate to me. They share with me results, they tell me what's going on, and we work from there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And you have to have that kind of relationship. Like, even
Mhm.
if you're on medication, you need to be talking with your wellness doctor that, hey, okay, I'm on this medication. I don't want to stay on it. I want
Right.
to work to where I'm getting off of it. And then
Right.
you got to work those conditions. Like Renee said, we talked about stress being one of the number one factors affecting our
Mhm.
health. We have to work to remove those things that are negatively impacting our health.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And
Yes.
it's different for everyone. So
Yes. Yes. Yes, definitely. Yes.
So now there are different things when we're talking about a wellness journey. We talked about stress factors. There's also what we talked about. So we want to talk about emotional wellness, or we want to talk about environmental wellness. Because all of these play a part in our overall well-being.
Yes.
So
Everything. I mean, not just emotional, mental, environmental, the products you use in your house, your
yes,
nutrition, processed
yes,
food. I mean, everything has to be in line correctly in order for you to see progress in your health. You can't just do one thing, you have to do all the things consistently. And that's the key, consistent.
hmm,
When I talk to my clients, it's not about being perfect, it's about
right,
being consistent. It's about taking small steps. And each time you take a step, that's a win-win situation for you.
Amen. I like that. Yes. Small steps. We don't have to
Small
make these
step.
gigantic leaps, and we don't have to go and um I don't know. Go to whatever. Anyway, I just want us to know that it is attainable.
Yes,
It is
yes,
attainable. Like she
yes.
said, small steps.
Steps,
And
yes.
it's so funny. I was doing things to be well, and then it wasn't until I get testing done that I see the progress of it. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? So like when I had my blood work done, the only thing I was deficient in when I had my physical done at the beginning of the year, I was only deficient in vitamin D. But we
mhm,
talking about January when there's less sunlight. We weren't in
mhm.
spring and summer. And I bet that vitamin D is high now because I tell people, I say when we were outside, get outside. Get
Yes,
outside. Take a walk in the sun. I promise you. Take your sunglasses off. Allow that sunlight. The sunlight has millions, millions of nutrients that it
yes.
provides for the body. And just getting out there is going to impact you physically. It's going to
Mhm,
impact you mentally. It's going to
mhm.
impact you spiritually, emotionally,
Yep.
and physically. Let's
Yes,
talk about that physical wellness. Yeah, and Renee is a nutritionist, so we can talk about the nutrition part of it too, because you just touched on it about that being a part of the whole part journey of being well.
yes. So physical, you want to talk about physical. So you should be doing 150 minutes of exercise a week. That only
That's good.
equate that only equates to 30 minutes 5 days a week.
Oh, that's good, and that's
That's the
attainable.
minimum. That's the
That's the minimum.
minimum,
Okay,
right? You can do
right,
more, but
right.
the minimum should be at least 30 minutes 5 days a week. The minimum.
Okay, that's
Okay.
attainable.
That's attainable, right?
Yes, that's
That's
taking a nice
attainable.
slow
And
walk.
and
Yeah,
what I
add it
tell
all up.
client, huh? I'm sorry.
I said they could add it all up and everything that you do in a
Yes.
day.
Yes. And what I tell people is do something that you love to do, because if you love to do it, you're going to do it. Whether it's dancing in the kitchen while you're cooking, whether it's taking a walk, everything adds up to being exercise. But find something that you like to do, because if you like to do it, you're going to continually do it.
Yeah. And this is the right community. This is we're also part of a very large garden community. And
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, my ladies, the ladies and everyone that's in the chat, y'all can testify. Sometimes we're in that garden for hours. And I did a live on that like a year ago about being in the garden, how it impacts your health, because you're out there, you're bending, you're stretching, you're kneeling, you're squatting, you're reaching. Like we're doing all these things and moving all of these body parts while we're out there gardening. We're raking, we're planting seeds, like we're doing all of that. And I love, love, love this community because it's part of the wellness journey. And I don't think they really, well, a lot of them do understand, but I just want to keep reminding us that even just being a gardener, a farmer, a homesteader, any part of that, that's exercise while
Yes.
they're getting that sun.
Yes.
We're getting
Yes.
vitamin D, more vitamin D than anybody, even though we run inside when it's too hot, you know. Or I got my little hat on. I got like right now when I go out there, I got to put my full suit on. I don't have the flies and gnats or the mosquitoes yet,
Yeah.
but getting out there and enjoying that sun, I had to remind myself yesterday because we've had such, Renee, we've had some bad weather. And I mean,
Yes.
it was just cold a couple days ago. Like we had some freezing temperatures like at night. And it's crazy how it could be 70, almost 80 degrees in the daytime and then it's 30 degrees at night.
Yes.
So it kind of
Yes.
discouraged me about doing my own garden and I was focusing on just the community garden. But
Yes.
yesterday I was like, you know what? This is my garden. This is my sacred space. This is my
Uh-huh.
safe space. And Renee, it helps me mentally. It helps
Awesome.
me emotionally because I'm
Awesome.
out there and I don't just garden for myself. I'm giving it away. I'm giving
Awesome.
it, growing it for family and friends, my neighbors
Awesome.
who I love to give it to. We used
That's
to get a
awesome.
lot of it free for the pantry, but they've cut back on
Mhm.
it. And I don't know if it's because of everything that's been going on and so much is going to be cut back. Like, I
Mhm.
know that funding for daycare is about to be cut. There's so many programs and things. People don't know that the LIHEAP program was cut. Part of that was
Mhm.
cut. Like, so much funding and things were cut, and we have to find joy doing, like you said, find something that we love. When we want to get our
Yes, find
exercise
something
and
that you
things on,
love.
find
Mhm.
something that we love and do that, and that helps
Mhm.
us, not just that. And also in my community is we crochet.
Oh,
I
awesome.
teach crochet to the seniors over there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. That's
um
nice.
at the senior center, but at the Willenboro Library, I teach
Okay.
crochet, and we just started that. And then I just got
Oh,
invited to teach it at a senior center in Philadelphia. We trying to work out the details on that since I have
okay.
some free time.
Well, that's
But
nice. You're giving back to the community. That's awesome, Robin.
and that's part of that whole, mentally taking care of our wellness, physically taking care of our wellness, emotionally taking care of our wellness. Physically, you guys, the exercise. And let's talk about the nutritional side of wellness
Yes.
because you teach nutrition as well.
Yes. But before we go into that, I just want to make a
Okay.
quick statement. When
Okay.
you give, like you're giving, that helps you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because when you're giving and when you're doing for people, you're not thinking about your own problems. You're
Yeah,
not thinking
that's
about what
true.
you're going through because you're giving.
Right.
So continue giving, and whoever your audience are, the people that are listening, if you give, you forget about your own problems and forget about your own situation.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
absolutely true.
yeah. Okay,
That's
you want to
true.
talk about nutrition?
Yes, that's another one of your fields. So let's talk about nutrition. I
Okay,
don't think
well,
we pay that so much attention like we should.
yes. Well, one tip in nutrition is that our body's on a system,
Okay.
and you should be eating your meals, whatever meals you, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or breakfast, snacks, whatever, you should be eating it close to the same time 7 days a week.
Ah,
And by
so it should
doing,
be the same.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Just like
Okay.
when you sleep, just like the time you get up in the morning and the time you go to bed, if you get up, say 8 o'clock Monday through Friday, you should also get up Saturday and Sunday at 8 o'clock. If you go to bed 10
Oh,
o'clock Monday through Friday, you should also go to bed around 10 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday as well. Our body is made on a system, and our
okay.
body works optimal when it's on a system.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes.
so what about us who sleep is all over the place?
If you put your body on the system, you'll see a difference in your health.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's only is it I what I did is I shortened the days that I'm up late. So I try to keep the rest of it. But I be up. It is so weird. And I'm gonna tell you all this. So and this is why I love God. I love nature. Y'all gonna hear me talk about it. I'm sorry, this is not a spiritual event. We're talking about, hey Bougie, how are you? Everybody saying hi, Renee, in the comments.
Hi.
So I my sleep is all over the place. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not eat all day long. I don't. I'm a snacker. I won't even eat food like that. I'm not gonna lie. When it's not gardening season, my food habits are off. When it's gardening and we're harvesting and we're growing food, man, my health be like through the roof because I got access to it. I'm growing it. I don't know. I take more pride in it because I'm growing it, and I'm more into it. But then when I'm off that system, when the garden is not like that fall to now, I'm my eating habits is off, but I'm not eating every day or not eating all the time. So my eating habits it's constantly off, and it starts to regulate as it change. And what I was saying about God being so beautiful is I can go to bed 2 in the morning. I can go to bed 4 in the morning. I've stayed up to 4. I'm not gonna lie to you. My sleep habits is off. And I'm still up, I promise you, around 6 a.m. Well, I get up for prayer. Prayer is still at 5. Um, but I've been late, getting up around 6. Then I'll go back to sleep. But I promise you, I'm back up at 8 o'clock. That
Well,
sun is coming through the
that's
window.
unhealthy. That's unhealthy, Robin.
I
That's
know.
unhealthy. But I have a question for you. The time
Yeah,
when the winter time or fall time versus the spring, summer, the difference in your eating. Do you notice a difference in your body as far as how you're eating?
absolutely.
Yes.
Because the
So
reading
you're
part,
healthier, you feel healthier when you're
absolutely.
in the summer and springtime, that you feel your body
All the
feels
way to the
healthier.
fall. But
Yes.
winter, I'm off.
Yes. So you're a perfect good example of how that your body is talking to you. Your
Yes.
body is telling when you're eating stuff that doesn't agree with your body talks to you and say, help me, help me. So you're a perfect good example based on what you just said.
Renee, that scale said, help me, help.
Don't do this to me, Robin. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Your body's
And
saying, Robin, don't do this to me, and you're doing it, and you're
it's
ignoring
so
it.
weird too because I know that I'm snacking. I will not eat food all day. I promise you. I will sit here and go, you didn't eat all day. And I got snacks downstairs. And then I remember one live, they were cracking on me because I went downstairs and got a bag of Funyuns. And I had been staring at them Funyuns for like a week. Like I promise you, I had them for like a week. And then I went and got them because I'm snacking and I'm not. And I promise you, my scale is like, girl. But I never been, but also, and we're going to talk about this too. And I tell, them this all the time too. Medication has an impact on your weight as well.
Oh yeah, different
Medication
type of
can cause
medication.
you to
Mhm.
gain weight. You need to look at the side effects of whatever it is that you're taking because it does affect you too. When I did get steroid injections, I talked about that, how it raised my blood pressure and how I gained the weight from it as well. But I also know my eating habits was off. I ain't even gonna blame it all on there. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not gonna blame it on there. I know. But now that I am back, I'm like I said, I'm up with the sun and I'm constantly, moving and working to get things done, growing, and I study a lot. And I was listening to a guy when I did a Sunday live before. He was saying, how much study are you gonna do? You know, learned it all. Like you learned a lot already. And then don't get me wrong, we can study to the grave and we'll never exhaust all the wisdom that is in the world. But
Right,
you know, is we have to act on what we say we know. And that goes for us being on this wellness journey. If we know that eating Swiss chard is good for us, we eat the Swiss chard. If
right,
we know that eating more vegetables is healthy for us, we need to eat more vegetables.
right,
We can talk about it till we blue in the face, but if we're not acting on what we know, then it is wasted knowledge.
right, right. I totally agree. I totally agree. And you're supposed to be eating, when you're eating your meals, you're supposed to be eating two different types of vegetables. Did you know
Ah,
that? You don't just eat one
no.
type of vegetable. You should have at least minimum two different types of vegetables with your meal.
Wow, y'all hear that? That's a good. Hey, Ray of Sunshine. We got a lot of people coming in and saying hi. Hey,
Hi.
everybody. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. Make sure you hit the like button for me. And give a shout out to Renee, who's my special guest today. Y'all know I like to
Hi.
talk, so I'm talking Renee's ear off. Cause you know what? If I don't keep it 100 with you guys and let you know even my own journey that I am on, how can I help anyone else? And
That's
that's
true.
part of my journey with coming back and teach about wellness. I'm so full of information to share. But I
Mhm.
gotta, I have to make sure that I didn't wear myself out. I didn't, you know, just I be well myself,
Right.
and remember even one time I was sick. I think last year, I had got sick. I don't
Mm.
remember if I was around the grandkids or something, but I had not been sick in years. You guys, I have not taken an asthma pump, inhaler, And I was on two different inhalers and all that because of my health and where I was. And I haven't
Mhm,
taken it in over 2 years now. And I'm
mhm,
grateful to God for that. Because of the knowledge that I gained and acting on it. And I,
mhm.
again, when I got sick last year, I forgot to take my own stuff. Like, you're sitting on some of the most potent medicine, plant medicine there is. Like, I make fire cider, and I make antibacterial medicine, antiviral medicine. I make iron supplement. I make everything. And I'm going, girl. And I got people that I'm healing around me and forgetting to take care of myself. You understand?
Yeah,
Which was so funny because I'm watching people bear witness to them being better and them being well and all. And I'm going, why am I got a cold? Like, girl.
right. That goes back to our conversation in the beginning, right?
Hmm.
Self-care, right?
Yes.
If you don't take care of yourself, you can't help other people around you, your loved ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, how
yeah,
can I be well for other people if I'm not doing me? And now I can get back to being like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm taking my own stuff on, and I feel amazing. Like, and like I said, when I get my test results and go through my testing and getting my blood panel and all of that done, when I see the progress, it just reminds me of everything that I'm doing to be well is right. You know what I mean?
right, right. Awesome, awesome, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to share with them? I know we talked about the physical getting out, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but Renee talked about the breathing. I think that's so important to remind them about that again, to make sure you go back and watch the whole live so you guys can catch everything that Renee said. But we talked about the physical, we
Mhm.
talked about we didn't get to the emotional well being, which is a topic that you're going to be talking about as well on our
Yes,
event coming up in a
yes,
second.
yes. So let's talk about the event. Is that okay with you?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay. So you're having an event next month.
Me and Miss Denise, she
Yes.
is a wonderful person, you guys. If you'll remember, Miss Denise is over the senior center, and she so much was on her because she works with the seniors, she helps the seniors, but she's so much more to the seniors. She's their confidant. She is, the healing process. They rely on her for so much, and it had weighed on her, and she said God, spoke to her that she wanted to do something for the women. So
Yeah.
many women were suffering in silence, especially the seniors.
Yes.
They were suffering in silence. And I know that's a topic that you talk
Yes.
about a lot, Renee. And it,
Yes.
it inspired her that she wanted to do something to lift women up. She believed that we can work together and lift each other up and be there for each other, especially when we're going through things and things that we don't share with everybody. Like you said,
Right.
suffering and silent. And I told her, let's do it. If
Yes.
God put it on your heart, you do it. And we don't
Yes.
worry about who all coming, who not coming. You do what God called you to do. And here we are. And Renee
There we are.
graciously,
Yes.
graciously
Yes.
accepted the challenge.
So my talk is going to be about, invisible drain. There was a time, Robin, when I felt energized, confident, and completely certain about my decisions, right? There was no
Mhm.
second guessing, there was no overthinking, just clarity and trust in myself. But somewhere along the way, Robin, I felt that the feeling started to fade away. And I know I'm not alone in that. I know
Mhm.
there's a lot of people out there, and that's why you and Denise and other people are putting this awesome event together the beginning of next month. So many people usually ask themselves, am I doing enough? Am I making the right choices? These are things that they're thinking about. Or why do I feel so drained, even though I am trying my best, right? These are things that people are asking themselves.
Right.
But let me ask you something, Robin. Do you remember
And
a
this is for
time when you
everybody in the chat too.
oh,
Go
and
ahead.
everybody in the chat, do you remember a time when you felt clear, confident, and fully trusting in yourself?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I
And
remember when I lost it too.
yes.
I was going through a divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and and I think that's when I lost it, because I at that moment was when I had paused working with kids. I took a pause,
Right,
to say
right.
the least.
But you know what, Robin? That version of you is still there, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
just being buried under what I call the invisible drain. And that's what my topic, that's what my presentation is going to be about, the invisible drain. We're going to uncover what's silently pulling your energy, affecting your
Mm.
focus, and impacting your confidence without you even realizing it, right? And
Right.
more important, Robin, I'm going to show everyone that attends with the right tools and the right health coaching how you can reclaim your energy and rebuild the sense of clarity and confidence within yourself. And this
Yes.
presentation, Robin, is not just for you to sit and listen, but it's going to be interactive. It's going to be
Yes. I'm
practical.
so
We're
looking
going to have a
forward.
lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of
And
fun.
And you guys, as always, I'm going to stream it live. We are going to
Oh,
stream it live.
awesome.
So you guys will be able to watch like I
Awesome.
do with the other events we have. I will stream it live. So
Okay.
you will actually get to see Renee share this, because I feel like this message is so important, what she has to share with you, along with the other wonderful ladies who are on the panel. But Renee, you guys, I'm big on our whole health. You know,
Yes.
and all of these things that Renee is sharing is what impact us. And she was the first person that told me about this invisible drain. I think that we all don't realize it, Renee. The things that are impacting us. Why some days we're up, some days we're down. Like you said, our energy is up one day, it's down the next day, or we have a period of down, and we
Right.
don't realize what is impacting it. And that's where you talked about that invisible drain, the things that are draining us, draining our energy, draining our spirit, draining us, in different areas.
Yes. 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 So you're going to walk away with simple tips,
Mm-hmm.
effective strategies that you can start
Good.
immediately. Start
Yes.
immediately. So
Yes.
I am looking forward to a fun day and an
Yes, it's
exciting
gonna
day.
be beautiful. It is gonna be
And
beautiful. And I hope
yes,
you guys will join me. Will join us when we go live. It is Saturday, May the 2nd, and it will be broadcast live. I'm going to do it again here live at 11 a.m. I won't be able to interact with you guys so much, because we hope running the program, making sure everything is going. But, I'll pop in to say hi. I promise you, it won't be no kids running to say hi on the screen like we did on the Canon class.
okay.
We did a Canon class and the kids were saying hi to the
Okay.
they was cute though. But I think it's so important, and I thank you so much for coming up here with me and sharing, allowing me to share my own wellness journey that I'm on. Like, I'm so full of things that I'm ready to get back on and share on my channel. You guys, I've missed you guys, interacting with you guys. I am gonna do an Ask a Herbalist live next week, because I feel like a lot has been going on, and again, I have so much full knowledge that I have ready to share. I'm constantly learning, evolving. What it is that I do as an herbalist, as a master herbalist, as a holistic health and wellness coach. You know, um, I I really wanted people to understand how important, like, this food is impacting not just our health, guys, but it impacts our mental, our
Mhm.
physical, and our spiritual well-being. We have food that blocks us. It inhibits the body from absorbing and being able to, access that higher level of creativity and energy that we're supposed to have. I was watching today, Renee. It said that food grown in deficient soil makes deficient food.
Yeah. Yeah, the soil is very important. It's very, very important. That's why if you can purchase organic, it makes a difference. But I know organic costs a little bit more money because the soil is different.
Yeah. And some of the organic ain't even organic
Yeah,
nowadays. You have to make sure you
yeah,
watch that too. But
yeah.
it's better to, like you said, to purchase that, to be as organic as you can be.
Right,
I think doing
exactly.
just a little bit of research will tell you if your stuff is right. But I saw they were saying that the food, they said that the vegetables and things grown today do not have the same vitamins and mineral content as it did 10, 20,
Oh
30
yeah.
years ago.
Oh yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thought that was, for us to understand why it's important to, that we're growing food, and
Right.
sharing the food with those, that we can to make them well as well. Because when we are out in our garden and we're out, with our food, I watch us like we're constantly, checking the soil, what kind of soil we're using. And I
Uh-huh.
know I was in the community garden the other day and I see they were out spraying chemtrails. There was chemtrails in the air,
Oh
and I was
wow.
trying to hurry up and get out of there
Oh
and get
wow.
out of there before it dispersed.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
important. And if you look, our weather changed. Just
Mm-hmm.
from that day that they were over there spraying, the weather changed here in this area, which is just crazy to me. But all of that
Right.
is important. And us, taking into account all of these things affect our wellness journey. Where
Yes.
wellness is not a destination, everybody. It is not a place that we arrive at. It is a constant evolving journey that grows with us.
Yes.
Your
Yes.
journey grows with you. How you see your health and your wellness is going to be different from the next person and how they see theirs,
Right.
depending on what journey that they're on. And like
Right.
Renee said, and us, recognizing and identifying these things in our life that have an impact on us,
Right.
especially stress. I'm big on that one.
Big on the stress. And back
I
to nutrition,
am.
just add on top of what you're saying, just because something is healthy for you, like say avocado. So avocado could be healthy for you because we all have different DNAs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So avocado could be healthy for you, Robin, but avocado might give me a negative reaction.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's why it's so important to pay attention to your body, because
absolutely.
our DNA is different. Our body reacts different to different things. So just because something is healthy, that doesn't mean it's healthy for everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
That is a good one. And
yeah.
please understand that food does impact your DNA. I cannot say that enough. The food that you take and it impacts your DNA, your RNA, it does have an impact. And more importantly, products and stuff that we use. They impact us as well. They can all affect our DNA. And I know, like, for instance, my granddaughter can't eat bananas. I love bananas. So that
Right.
means she has to get her potassium from another place, another
Right,
source.
another source like
So that's important.
coconut water or something like that. Yeah, everything has different. I mean, you say you do a lot of reading and stuff like that, so
Hmm.
you're educating yourself. Education, you can't put a price on education. You just can't.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you guys, just a little bit of research by us. We can just do a little bit of research and we can find out. And like Renee said too, listen to your body. So if
Mhm.
you eat something, and be careful, I'm big on not adding new things all at once, because how are you going to identify if you have a reaction to something? So
Right,
if you're introducing something new, say a new herb, or say a new whatever it is, you want to be able to pinpoint if you have a reaction to where the reaction came from. So if I
right,
ate avocados like she said this week and I have a reaction in a day or two, I know what I've added to my diet that's different from what I had before. If I buy a soap, or if I you know a new laundry detergent or something, I want to be able to pinpoint what I'm having a reaction to. And like Renee said, our body talks to us. It tells us, what's going on. And
yes.
we got to be
And
able to listen to it.
in addition to that too, there could be a delay reaction. Just because you ate the
Right.
avocado on Monday, your body might take a negative effect. It might not occur till like maybe Wednesday. So just
Hmm.
keep that in mind as well, that there are delay reactions as well.
Right. And that's important to know too.
Yes, that's important
Absolutely.
too. Yes.
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 But Renee, thank you. And so any last words or thoughts, or anybody in the comments that have a questions? I see so yes, Saturday, May 2nd, 11 o'clock a.m. I'm on a set. I'm ready.
Okay.
So Saturday, that this
Awesome.
Saturday, May 2nd, it's Women Uplifting Women.
Yes.
We're gonna be broadcasting live from what's called the Lyceum. Museum here in Burlington, New Jersey. Let me see. Oh, so Ray of Sunshine said, I got some questions for you. So
Okay.
Ray of Sunshine said she just ate and she thinks she ate too much, but some days she feel like she didn't eat enough. So she's saying she guess she needs to eat in small portions.
Yes, small portions are best, and also drinking water. So if you ate something and you don't feel like you ate enough, maybe you didn't drink enough water. Hydration is so important. And the way you drink during a meal is you eat your meal first and then you drink afterwards. A lot of people that eat, drink for your digestion to work properly, you drink after you finish eating your meal. And if you're trying to lose weight, you could drink before you eat your meal, and then you could drink afterwards if you want to lose some weight as well. So there's so many different ways to do it, but just make sure you don't eat, drink, eat, drink, eat, drink. You either drink before, or you drink after, or you drink before and after. I hope that
That
helps.
is so beautiful because I tell people that because they don't understand that they're tricking the body by drinking while they're eating their meal. You're causing your own self you to not have a reflux, but you're
Your
upsetting your
digestion.
digestive system
Yes,
basically because it don't know what to process first. So, but that's so
exactly.
important. So that was very very good. Any more questions in the chat? Oh, she's saying Red Sunshine said they think they had too much Alfredo for today.
Now cheese causes inflammation. Dairy causes inflammation. So,
Y'all hear that? I'm not
dairy
picking on
causes
y'all. She's a
inflammation.
nutritionist. It really does. I'm not, y'all know, it really does. And I'm not telling you not to do your dairy. I'm just saying, just understanding if you have chronic inflammation or if you have an issue with inflammation, if you have a problem with mucus, then there are some things that you need to subside on or,
Or decrease,
decrease. There we
or
go.
better yet, abstain if you can.
Yep. Yep. If you
Yes,
can.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Absolutely.
But it's
She
more.
said, thank you.
It's taking small steps. Taking
Yep.
small steps.
Yep, we'll say that again. She said that you don't have to do an overhaul all at once. You
Yeah,
can take those small steps,
steps.
right,
Yeah.
Renee? Small steps to achieve success.
Yes.
Make it attainable.
Yes.
When we try to convince somebody to do something really big all of a sudden, then the body can have a negative impact or it can
Yes.
fight you on it. The
Yes.
body can fight you on it, especially if we have parasites and things that are going on in the body, and they love sugar and they love those things. So we work
Yes.
to be well. So we have to take
Yes.
those steps, like Renee said, to be
Yes.
well.
Yes. Yes. Definitely. Definitely.
Let me see. Ray of Sunshine said I was eating and drinking at the same time.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions before we live? Renee is a nutritionist, a health and wellness coach. So I want to make sure if you guys have questions, you get the questions. And thank you for the love, everybody. I
Yeah.
appreciate you so much.
And you can reach me at my
Yes.
business is Custom Cumry Nutrition. You can reach me on social media, all the social media platforms. You can reach me on if you want to ask any additional questions. I have a
Yes.
website. My website is www.custom and Cumry spelled COMRIE nutrition.com. So you can get on my website to reach out to me. You can hit me on social media. And, I'll be glad to continue the conversation if you would like.
Yay. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate you so much. I'm a chatter. I'm sorry. And you guys are so wonderful in the chat. Thank you so much for all the love and thank you for the comments and the hearts and the likes. I appreciate you guys so much. So if there is no questions, I'm going to let Renee go on this beautiful Sunday. I'm so glad that you came up to share in the chat. I told Miss Denise I'll share this with her. She had another event at 5 o'clock, but I'll
Okay.
share this and we'll be sharing this out all the way up until the event on Saturday, May the 2nd in Burlington, New Jersey at the Lyceum Museum. And we'll be broadcasting it live. I'll be sharing it live on my channel so you guys can stay tuned from that. And it's from 11 to 3. We have four wonderful, wonderful, with three so far, wonderful speakers. I asked another person. We're trying to see but I'll be sharing some health information while we're there. And listen, I'm looking forward to it. We already had our walkthrough. We already set to go. We just can't wait to share with the rest of you guys what we've been working on and what we're trying to achieve with this day. So I want to thank you, Renee, so
Thank
much
you so much.
for
It was a
coming
lot
in.
of fun being here. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Make sure you guys check out her channel, customcumrynutrition.com, and check her out. Same thing on social media, all your social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. So go over there and check her out on all of those platforms. And if you have questions that you didn't get
TikTok.
to
I'm on
ask,
TikTok as
oh,
well.
TikTok. Oh, that's my favorite now. I didn't used to
Yeah.
like it, but it's my favorite now. But
Yes.
go on and check her out. And then listen, I'll see you guys tonight on Mona's Live, midnight Eastern. So I will see you guys later on tonight. And then thank you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for coming in, sticking around in the chat. And we thank you for listening to us chat and share with you guys what we plan to do on Saturday, May 2nd. So, Renee, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate I appreciate you and I appreciate you guys in the chat. You guys finish enjoying your beautiful Sunday. Blessings. Let me end
Okay.
the chat with them.
Bye bye.